Okay, so once the algorithm has switched and confirmed, it gives me my stop if I'm wrong, and it also gives me my targets if I'm right. There's 1, 2, and 3 right here, and sometimes I get even more than that. All right, so it's June 25th. The algorithm has switched, indicating this for us to get into this this trade here short. So we're going to jump in here in 5 seconds, as long as it confirms. All right, we're in, and we'll mark it up. 69.75. All right, cool. All right, so buy. Now we got our stop in and our target and the range order. So yeah, just gonna let this thing do its thing while I do other things, and we'll come back and see how it did. All right, so this trade went against us, but it qualified for a speed bump play. So I jumped in on a speed bump play, so we're recovering most of our loss. Maybe we'll recover all of it. Only downside is I hit the wrong hotkey when I tried to do it, and I shorted it again, so I had to get out of that real quick. So I gave away a couple extra pennies there and some commissions, but all good. So we'll be hopefully once it crosses 70.50, I will put my order in, so I'll at least make the 70.50 with a target of 71.30. But we'll see what this candle does. It may just jump out right here. The goal is not really to make money on these speed bump plays, it's just to recover a chunk of the loss. So at the end of the year, my losers aren't really 1-to-1. They actually come down to, like, you know, it's like a 1 to 2 or even like 1 to 3 reward, where I'm winning 3 versus 1 loss. So we'll see if we can get 350 here. 44, 42. So the spread is pretty close, which is good. Got 5 cents, and then we'll get through and then put that stop in, and good to go. 70.50, just double check my stop. All right, cool. It went there fast and came back. Come on, let's do it. 47. All right, it's through on the ask. Needs to get through on the bid because we're long, so we're getting out on the bid. All right, so we're through. Oh, just want to let it get a chance to close or stay above it. If not, we'll just get out a little bit below. Come on, get up there. This is the bid and the ask keeps opening up. All right, now we're through 50, barely. Once it gets to like 53, I'll put my stop in for 50. Or if this candle closes here, I'll just pretty much stop out. All right, because of that little pullback, if it pushes to 50 again, I'm just going to click the buy button, and then the stop will be in. Okay, we're coming back up. 49, 52, buy. Why didn't it go in? Rejection, not enough. I'm in the trade. Right stock. Oh, sell button. All right, here we go. That's what happens when you're short and long. Sometimes you push the wrong button. So I try to remind myself, and I didn't do it that time. All right, so we should be stopped out. 70.50. That's what our stop was for. All right, cool. So we're out of the trade. 747. So almost 70.50. So we recovered almost all of our loss out of that. So it works out really great when you have these speed bump opportunities, because every time you take a loss, you can just recover that loss back, almost like the trade never happened. With, you know, sometimes you don't get every penny back, but you get most of it, which we did there. So pretty sweet. All right, so that's going to do it for me today. Nothing else is really setting up. I don't really have time to stick around for some other stuff that could show up later at the end, towards the end of the day. But with that said, today we started with an 82-cent loss. Unfortunately, I made a mistake with my hotkey, so I took 2 more pennies loss per share. And then with the speed bump protection, being able to use that in my strategy, I was able to recover that loss in that same stock. So I ended up with 72 cents per share profit on that trade. It's too bad I could have got a little more out of that if I was a little more patient, but the idea is not really to make money on it, it's just to recover some of the loss. So that ends up giving me a 10-cent loser on the day for this particular stock, which is great. This is the first loser I've had at this time frame. I only trade this stock around this time frame, so I don't really trade it that often. But in 4 months or 3 months, it's had 9 trades, and yeah, this is the first loser, so it's pretty awesome. Basically 90% success. And then by being able to deploy that speed bump protection, instead of that loser being an 82-cent loss, it's only only a 10-cent loss. So I'm able to, really small. I mean, it basically works out to be like, you know, for every one risk, it's like having like it's 8 reward or whatever. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, cool. So this week has been a little bit squirrely. I didn't get to trade that much this week, and just something to think about in your own trading. When you look at your trading plan, that gives you confidence because you have an 80% success, or 60 or 70 or whatever it is, 90. That success, what is that success based on? You know, is that trading every opportunity? Is that trading every stock, every opportunity? If you're looking at watch lists or gapping or whatever it might be that you're looking at, how do you get that number? And then if it is based on every opportunity or every stock or whatever that is, you know, can you trade all of that? Because if you don't, then you have to get lucky a little bit. So for my trading plan, it's, you know, I only carry a few stocks, and then I have my super premium list, which gives me some additional stocks to trade. But my success rate is based on the few stocks that I trade and trading every opportunity, which is, you know, a couple trades a day. That's about it. So it's not like it's not crazy. I don't have to manage a whole bunch of stuff. But, you know, if I'm not trading every day of the week, like this week, I won't be trading tomorrow either on Friday. So I only traded 2 days this week. So out of the 5 days this week, Monday would have been an awesome day. Could have made a ton of money on Monday. Most of my stocks hit, nice separations. It would have been cleanup day. Wednesday, same thing. Had a couple really big winners, easy 2 to 3 to 1s. And I can say that because I trade on an algorithm. So it's not subjective at all. And I only trade the same stocks every day, and it's only a couple stocks. So, you know, it's really easy to go back and say, what did my stock do yesterday? Oh, algorithm said buy here, sell here. Boom, that was a winner. That one was a loser. You know, I can easily see what my days were. When trading is subjective and you're trading off of patterns and candlesticks and different things like that, you know, it's hard to go back and say, oh, I could have made so much money yesterday, and really be truthful, because would you really? When would you really have gotten in? When would you have gotten out? You know, emotions are a big part of it, and the subjectiveness. And it's easy to see it after the trade is finished. But with an algorithm that tells you the price to get in, the price to get out, the whole nine, it's very easy to see what you could have, would have, should have did. So Wednesday would have been a really nice day as well. And I say this because I traded the 2 losing trades this week. Only 2 trades this week that were losing trades, and I traded both of them. So, which, you know, fortunately they're both good for speed bump plays, so I was able to recover my losses on it and not have like a big red week. Only trading those 2 days. Had I traded out my week so far, this would be an epic green week. But, you know, that's how it goes. So when you're thinking about what is your real success rate, or when you're looking at buying somebody's strategy or trading plan, how do they really get those numbers, and is it realistic for you to achieve those? So something to think about. You know, and this week's a perfect example of that. I couldn't trade every opportunity, and as a result, you know, my 2 losers out of 7 trades, you know, I traded both of those, and I didn't trade any of the winners. So yeah, so think about that with your own trading plan. All right, everybody, we'll see you next week, Monday.